So this is, first of all, a short introduction to A Course in Miracles. What is it? Where did it come from? And what does it do?
I guess that's my cue now.
Go ahead.
The way that I like to describe the Course in Miracles, it's actually something that Robert Holden wrote, which is that it's a personal love letter written from the universe to us. And I know in my own life and what I witness with other people, one of the most difficult things to learn, the most difficult journey is learning to love ourselves no matter what, and to understand that we're innocent no matter what, and that all of us are innocent no matter what, doing the best we possibly can.
And that we're all connected.
Right.
All the time.
That's right. There is truly only one mind. And so, over to you again.
Well, Course in Miracles came to be back in the early 70s in the U.S. It was channeled by a lady by the name of Helen Schuckman. And it took her 7 years, her and her partner, to write all this material out, and then they shared it with a bunch of friends, and then some other people found it, and they put together a publishing concern around it. And it's now, I think, in 27 or 28 different languages, and there's many groups studying this material all around the world, as we said. To me, A Course in Miracles is a non-dualistic spiritual psychotherapy whose purpose is to change a fear-based thought system to a love-based thought system. And, that's a pretty esoteric explanation. Basically, its purpose is to help us, all of us, find peace of mind. And what is that? What's that look like? How's that feel? That's what we're going to be getting into in this series, how to actually apply that to the various situations that we find ourselves in.
Right. And I believe that, all things that we experience are lessons that we need to experience, so that each person on this planet has their own individual curriculum that's been divinely planned. And that doesn't mean, that my fate has been cut out for me or anything like that. It's something that we co-create sort of moment by moment, but there are no accidents. Nothing happens to me, everything happens for me. And often we make the joke that here we are sort of 25 years later, and we still call ourselves students of A Course in Miracles. And a good deal of that is because the more that you work with the Course, the deeper it goes. And so you understand the material on differing levels. And the work is in terms of being able to, if we're looking at shifting from a fear-based love system to, a fear-based thought system to a love-based thought system, then really, if we're honest with ourselves, we're working with this all the time, because things rarely go according to the way we would like them to go. And how much are we able to stay in alignment with knowing that everything is happening as it should, everyone is playing their part perfectly, and that the work actually is really truly understanding whatever happens, what's underneath it, what is it for, how is this helping me?
As Jane said, we all have our own lessons, but ultimately there is only one lesson or one problem and one answer, and the lesson is love. That love is all there is, and the problem that we have is the idea that we're separated from that love or that connection with all that there is, and the answer is joining.
And what we found is that no matter how experienced you are with the Course in Miracles, there's always stuff, there are always questions, there are always amazing things that happen and challenges that happen. And so we would just like to welcome everyone in terms of the series, no matter where you are with the Course of Miracles.
Even if you don't know anything about A Course in Miracles, long before A Course in Miracles came to be, somebody asked Albert Einstein, what's the most important question we could have? And he said, very quickly, he said, is the universe a friendly place or not? And I think that we've all asked ourselves that question and answered it. And the way that we've answered it will dictate how it is that we experience our lives in this body, on this planet, at this time. And so it becomes a question of, where do you want to live? Mm-hmm. Do you want to live in heaven, or do you want to live in hell? Really, that's really what it comes down to. But we make our own choice about that, and that's very empowering. So, to me, that's what it's all about, mm-hmm. And we hope you join us.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye.